Namaskar. Welcome to this special presentation on DD India on the just concluded International Film Festival of Delhi. Well, it was a celebration that transformed the city into a vibrant canvas of stories, cultures, and cinematic brilliance. So before we move ahead, let's revisit this incredible journey we've had over the past few days here at Bharat Mandapam. Back in the 1970s and 80s, Delhi stood at the heart of India's engagement with world cinema through the International Film Festival of India. But as the years passed, the cinematic spotlight shifted to other Indian capitals. These lived memories were retold by an earlier generation of film lovers at the International Film Festival of Delhi. The festival thus brought the city back into the frame as a hub for world cinema. With a strong opening day that drew both crowds and industry participation, Delhi boldly joined the select few world cities which host global film festivals of their own. Inaugurating the event, Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta congratulated Delhiites for getting a film festival of their own.
दिल्ली अब एक क्रिएटिव कैपिटल बनने वाली है, एक ऐसी राजधानी, एक ऐसा शहर जो अपनी क्रिएटिविटी के लिए जाना जाएगा.
Helmed by Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra as festival director, the week-long festival from March 25th to 31st featured the best of global cinema.
Now with the festival and setting up the Delhi film policy, I guess the youngsters of Delhi in the coming years won't have to travel to Bombay to look for an opportunity. We'll create it for them right here.
What we really need is that film students, media students, those who are learning content, filmmaking today should have responsibility and opportunity both from its own city. Otherwise they go to Mumbai, then they struggle, they go to other states. This is a state which requires to give them that capacity building.
पंजाब की मिट्टी से उठा एक सपना जो बना भारतीय सिनेमा का सबसे बड़ा सितारा.
Legends of Indian cinema were felicitated on the inaugural day. Late actor Dharmendra was conferred with Lifetime Achievement Award posthumously. Another legendary Hindi film actor, Sharmila Tagore, also received the Lifetime Achievement Award. She recounted her memories of working with late actor Dharmendra.
It's wonderful. It's such an honor, and to share it with Dharmendra. It's who's such a wonderful person, and we shall miss him so much. So it was. I feel very moved.
Telugu cinema legend Nandamuri Balakrishna, Ajay Bijli, founder of PVR Cinemas, Tamil actor-director Arvind Swamy and actor Khushbu Sundar were also felicitated on the occasion.
दुनिया में कोई भाषा में भी कोई ऐसा नहीं है. मुझे बहुत गर्व है कि मैं 50 साल इंडस्ट्री का तेलुगु सिनेमा का हीरो का निभाता रहा और हर बार ये निभाते वक्त मैं यही सोचा कि ये केवल अभिनय ही नहीं बल्कि जनताओं के दिलों को पहुंचने का एक जरिया है।
I think it's just that as we are growing, the way the government has been working, and my heartiest congratulations to the Delhi Chief Minister, Honorable Rekha Gupta ji, for taking this initiative. And this is the first year, and it's so brilliantly arranged. And congratulations to everyone who are involved. We need these kind of festivals all over.
Not just this, the inaugural film festival saw powerful performances by film stars such as Vicky Kaushal and Sanya Malhotra. Film stars Arjun Kapoor and Nimrat Kaur were the MCs. Actor turned politician Kangana Ranaut too wished Delhi the best on hosting the festival.
देखिए इतना भव्य आयोजन जो एक ग्लोबल लेवल के जो एक प्लेटफॉर्म का हुआ है आज, जो कि पूरे देश ना कि देश में कोई विदेश के भी पूरे जो है एक कल्चरल और एक फिल्म एक स्टोरी टेलिंग का जो एक्सचेंज होगा, उसके लिए सब बहुत ही उत्साहित हैं। आपने देखा कितने बड़े स्तर पर जो है कितने बड़े बड़े दिग्गज सब इंडस्ट्रीज से लेकर यहाँ इकट्ठे हुए हैं और कितनों को मेरी शर्मिला जी से बात हुई थी, कितने भावुक हो रहे थे। अभी विकी कौशल जी अंदर अपनी जो है कितनी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस दे रहे हैं, तो आई थिंक ये बहुत बड़ा दिन है दिल्ली के लिए।
At a time when cinema is increasingly consumed in isolation, mediated by algorithms and personal screens, a film festival reminds us of something more elemental, that cinema is at its heart a collective experience, an act of gathering, of listening, and of seeing together on celluloid. So, over the past few days, Delhiites got to see a diverse range of films line up, from soul-stirring regional cinema to entertaining Hindi full feature-length films and compelling stories that push the creative boundaries. We saw standing ovations, we saw conversations that went beyond the screen, actually proving that cinema is not just entertainment, is a powerful medium of human connection. Cinema is a powerful medium to connect people across regions and backgrounds. The International Film Festival of Delhi featured a diverse lineup of films. The best of regional cinema enthralled all, from Bengali cinema to Bhojpuri, Gujarati, Punjabi and Malayalam cinema. One message stood clear: the human experience of cinema is universal. Singaporean filmmaker Anthony Chen spoke about this universal truth of emotions being the true power of cinema in a talk with festival's artistic director Vani Tripathi Tikku.
But there are moments where I've been, and then the quality of the screen is terrible, but sometimes you're there and you're just watching and you can't hear the sound and you can't read the subtitles, but you're still so moved. And that's the power. So if you ask me, and real emotion is always it hits you in the gut.
The Spanish Film Committee also screened two of its films, with Lust for Life stealing the show. Bengali film Puratan, starring Sharmila Tagore and Rituparna Sen Gupta, was also screened at the festival. Film actress Divya Datta promoted her Punjabi film Ma. Akhil Satya, known for 2025 Malayalam film Sarvam Maya, was also among the many personalities associated with Indian regional cinema attending IFFD. A special screening of Aditya Dhar's Dhurandhar, The Revenge for the Media, was also organized by PVR Cinemas. As the film is conquering box office records one day at a time, the film created quite a buzz at the festival. Multinational award-winning Indian documentary filmmaker Nandan Saxena highlighted the importance of nature conservation through cinema. He spoke at length about giving voice to the voiceless through his documentaries.
I Cannot Give You My Forest was the third film in a trilogy of films which are on the environment, and they also tackle the agrarian crisis in India. The first one was Cotton for My Shroud, got the Best Investigative Film Award in 2011, National Award. The second film was in Punjab, which tackled the suicides of the farmers and what the widows were doing to reclaim their honor and their land, and still doing things when the men have gone.
An exploration of storytelling across poetry, music and cinema was discussed in the masterclass at Cine Exchange with actor-singer Piyush Mishra.
फिल्म्स देखनी चाहिए, और फिल्म्स होती इसलिए हैं, फिल्म्स आर फॉर एवर. तो ज़रूर देखना चाहिए। और अलग अलग सेक्शंस ऑफ सोसाइटी के लोग बाग यहाँ पर आए हुए हैं जिनसे आपको इंटरेक्ट करने का मौका मिलेगा। बहुत सारी पिक्चर देखने को मिलेंगी, इतनी सारी फिल्में एक साथ देखने को नहीं मिलती, कभी रेयर मौका होता है।
Starting his career from theatre from the National School of Drama, Delhi in 1986, Piyush is known for his songs as a lyricist.
जिस गमी की कल्पना में जिंदगी हो प्रेम गीत, उस गमी को आज तुम नकार दो। फूलती रगों में आज भीगती नसों में आज आग की लपट का तुम बघार दो। आरंभ है प्रचंड बोले मस्तकों के चुंड, आज जंग की घड़ी की तुम गुहार दो। आन बान शान आगे जान का हो दान, आज एक धनुष के बाण पे उतार दो। आरंभ है प्रचंड।
So IFF Day also saw productive exchanges between audiences and cinema veterans in these master classes, which actually bridged the gap between audiences and cinema makers. Actors like Boman Irani, Piyush Mishra, Anupam Kher, Amir Khan, Imtiaz Ali, Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra all discussed the nuances of filmmaking with audiences.
Actors, technicians, producers all did not shy away in sharing their struggles and journey with audiences at IFF Day. Through the masterclasses and cine exchanges, veterans of the industry shared what it took to make a mark in the Indian film industry. Film star Amir Khan, presenting Sitare Zameen Par to the participants, discussed why he is called the perfectionist of Hindi cinema. Amir praised director Prasanna's vision, saying that they are both very happy with the film's impact.
I'm really happy that our film is being screened here, and it's a film that Prasanna has directed, and both of us are very happy and proud of the film and what it says, and it gives us an opportunity to interact with audiences over here.
Renowned casting director Mukesh Chhabra engaged with youth in a one-on-one session. India's first Oscar-winning producer Guneet Monga shared her struggles of making it big as a producer, first in Delhi, then in Mumbai, and eventually bringing the glory of the Oscar to the nation. Boman Irani gave an acting masterclass to Delhi acts, sharing his joy of attending the Delhi film policy discussions at the awe-inspiring summit venue of the G20.
I think this is a great beginning. I think I'll tell you, coming to Bharat Mandapam and looking at this venue, I think the best thing they did was to get an international film festival. Even though it's the first one, it just feels that ये तो बरसों से चलते आ रहा है, ऐसे महसूस होता है मुझे. लेकिन ये मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि this can only become bigger and bigger and be truly the hub of the world.
Delhi Arts and Culture Minister Kapil Mishra presented his government's vision on Delhi as India's creative capital, film tourism for economic growth at the IFF Day Industry Conclave 2026. Mishra informed that under a new Delhi film policy, the Delhi government will provide a subsidy of up to 3 crore rupees for shooting films in the national capital. Mishra also highlighted the significant role of India's public service broadcaster Prasar Bharati in this transformation. An MOU was also signed between Delhi Tourism and Transportation Development Corporation DTTDC and Prasar Bharati in this regard.
So the use of AI in filmmaking and entertainment was a recurring theme across these cine exchanges and masterclasses. While director Shekhar Kapoor, festival director Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra were fully endorsing AI, there were actors like Manoj Bajpayee, Divya Datta, who did seem very convinced about the idea of using AI for their material.
The world's largest film industry by volume, India, is embracing AI more readily than the rest of the world. The use of AI in filmmaking and entertainment was a recurring theme across the masterclasses at Cine Exchanges at International Film Festival, Delhi. While director Shekhar Kapoor fully endorsed AI, actress Divya Datta did not seem very convinced about the idea.
The reason I support it is because making filmmaking cheaper.
Yeah.
And it's making it so a kid can sit at home and make a film that costs $300,000 in America, or $3 million or $300 million. We can make it for $3,000 now. So it is the most democratic technology ever for creative people.
I feel you have to create a balance. Everything is great in balance. If we overuse it or underuse something, that doesn't really work, I guess. So AI most welcome, but to keep the creativity of us humans around.
Veteran Hindi film actor Manoj Bajpayee emphasized the importance of respecting artists' personality rights and ensuring fair compensation when their identity or work is used. Highlighting his 32-year-long journey in the film industry, he said that actors build their credibility over decades and any usage of their name, image, or video must be rightfully paid for.
हमसे जुड़ी कोई भी चीज़ अगर हमारी आप उपयोग करेंगे तो उसका मेहनताना तो आपको देना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि अब मैं एक एज एन एक्टर 32 साल से काम कर रहा हूँ, तो जाहिर सी बात है कि आपकी अपनी क्रेडिबिलिटी आप बनाते हैं और उसका अगर उपयोग कोई करेगा तो उसको वो एक राइट्स की तरह से देगा, वो पैसा देगा.
Further, Manoj Bajpayee questioned whether artificial intelligence can create iconic films like Satya and Mother India.
AI के बारे में बहुत सारे लोग बहुत सारी बातें कर रहे हैं. वो आने वाला समय बताएगा कि AI अपने आप को कितना इम्प्रूव कर पाएगा to be as real as the society that is. और जहाँ तक परफॉर्मेंसेस की बात है, डेफिनेटली बहुत सारे मेन स्ट्रीम फॉर्मेट के जो पॉट बॉयलर्स हैं या मैथोलॉजिकल चीज़ें हैं, उन सब पे AI का जोर ज़्यादा रहेगा.
With the rapid evolution of the film and media sector, new domains such as digital production, animation, video effects and AI present immense opportunities, and IFF Day provided the perfect platform to discuss these aspects of filmmaking. A session saw Whistling Woods Vice President Chaitanya Chinchlikar gave tips to all on how to approach AI for filmed entertainment. Audiences passionately learnt about the new AI tools currently trending in market. Another session on the role of AI in filmmaking had C.V. Rao, Chief Technology Officer of Hyderabad-based Annapurna Studios, in attendance, along with Naren Kachru, Sales Head from Google India. The discussion focused on how hybrid filmmaking, incorporating films shot on camera and AI both, will define the future, with none replacing the other.
Another highlight of the event was the Cine exhibition curated by pioneering curator and archivist Nivelle Tule. Well, it showed cinema as a critical learning resource. It showcased vintage film posters, vintage memorabilia, rare film Golden Jubilee trophies that mesmerized all.
Born and brought up in England, Nivelle Tule is a pioneering author, curator and archivist. Tule's Cine exhibition, titled The Greatest Extravaganza of Cinema's Art, was a major attraction at IFF Day. Vintage film posters, film jubilee trophies, rare memorabilia were on display, with Hindi film music of 1950s and 60s playing in the background. Tule explored Indian cinematic heritage through his archives, most of which has been collected by virtue of his deep passion for preserving arts and cinema.
If it wasn't for the Kabariwalas of India, 99% of India would have lost most of her stuff. Now those Kabariwalas are not very intelligent, intellectually, conceptually, but they had a love, they had a passion, or they had a necessity, and they kept things. You know, I remember first person I ever met who sold me 24,000 booklets, Hussaini Bai Booklet Wala. You know, the man I was in Novelty Cinema, and he tapped me on the back, Abduli Saab ho, he knew that there was this crazy young man who was trying to train, so everyone knew this crazy idiot. But so he said, "Aap mere ghar aiye, main aapko kuch dikhana chahta hu." And I remember that small house, they were hundreds of lockers like in railway lockers. जैसे Victoria number 203 में lockers है. His house was full of them. His wife, his 2 sons live in the size of not even from Chandni to Umav Jan. That's it.
Okay.
Chula, bed,
Okay.
everything together. And he opens these lockers and booklets fall out. All the booklets of Hindi cinema.
Oh, wow.
And he says, this is 2000.
Okay.
Mr. Tuli, हमें 10 लाख की ज़रूरत है. In 2000, 10 lakh. No one paid even 10 rupees for booklets in those days. I said, ठीक है, आप कल ऑफिस छोड़ देना. उसके बाद every kabari wala of India followed me. I never had to go anywhere.
Naveel explained how Indian film posters, while crossing boundaries, had different visual designers.
Now you see, I put Do Biga Zameen, not because it's Polish, but because Chitto Prasad's sensibility had taken from that time of the 50s, the Eastern European woodcut. And therefore it fits in. You would not know that that was not part of this sensibility. It's about sensibility.
Naveel Tuli also gave a masterclass to cine lovers on how cinema can be a critical learning resource of our times. He collected 120 film Jubilee trophies of Hindi cinema and displayed them together in his cine exhibition for the first time. Explaining the Trinity to Trinity to Trinity phrase of Indian cinema, Tuli elaborated on the Indian sensibility, always demanding more than 1 or 2 or 3 heroes at a time.
Mostly it was the producers when the film reached a jubilee or 100 days, or so silver jubilee first, golden jubilee, platinum jubilee, but even 100 days was celebrated.
Okay.
And sometimes the distributor, it depends who had the rights of the film. Sometimes the cinema hall,
Okay.
because it was in their cinema, like for example in Minerva. Sholay had reached that kind of landmark.
The curator founded Tuli Research Center for India Studies in 2023 with the goal of sharing his knowledge base, archives and library in disciplines such as arts, cinema and more. This repository of archival material and books, rare and contemporary, reflect Tuli's vision for a place of learning and discovery that is not influenced by external, political or economic forces.
Organized by the Delhi Tourism and Transport Development Corporation in association with the Delhi government, this week-long film festival was admired by Delhiites and particularly that cinema lover who came from the length and breadth of the country.
Oh, it was beautiful. The posters were so old and so original, and I think it reminds us of Guru Dutt, which we've almost forgotten, and Raj Kapoor and the old songs were playing. And it was just fantastic. The way it was organized was beautiful. It's nostalgic, and especially what I liked was Guru Dutt's posters in French. It was beautiful to see. We didn't know that time because we had newspapers and magazines only. But to see it one place, and from first movie to the last, it's beautiful to keep it in the one place.
It's been really amazing. I've gotten the chance to meet so many amazing people. I met Rakesh sir, I met Shekhar sir, I met Guneet ma'am. She was really frank. I just loved her realness on the stage. She's a gem of a person, and I'm so glad that I was able to get the opportunity to connect with her.
पंजाबी फिल्म देखी, बंगाली देखी, और काफ़ी अच्छा लगा. हर भाषाओं में यहाँ पे जो हो रहा है, तो भारत मुझे लग रहा है एक हो रहा है.
From powerful narratives to path-breaking storytelling, the maiden edition of the International Film Festival of Delhi truly showcased the magic of global cinema. Well, the endeavor of the organizers is to bring an event of such stature to you, the audiences, year after year.
With awards recognizing cinematic excellence across categories and unforgettable performances lighting up the stage in the Night of Honor.
छोड़ निर्गुण का भजन कर, जैन छोड़ निर्गुण का भजन और सुख के भजन कर।
IFFD proved that Delhiites deserved a global film festival of their own for long. Veteran actor Anupam Kher attended the screening of his film Tanvi the Great with the actor and the writer of the film.
लोग बहुत तरीके से अलग अलग तरीके से इसको अप्रिशिएट कर रहे हैं क्योंकि साहस की कहानी है, जोश की कहानी है, उम्मीद की कहानी है, कंपैशन की कहानी है और भारतीय सेना की कहानी है, न्यूरो डाइवर्जेंट लोगों की कहानी है.
Elsewhere, Hyderabad's Pitch Festival gave a chance to startups to showcase their ideas to industry veterans. Another attraction of the event was Waves Creators Corner at Hall number 14 of Bharat Mandapam, a dynamic space where creators, tech startups collaborated with visitors. Waves Corner was an evolving hub for fresh ideas, new collaborations, and the future of content in motion.
We've been associated with Waves since the beginning, and they've been helping us not just with collaborations, or they're also taking us to places. We've been at Bombay, we've been at Goa, we've been a part of Waves in AI Impact Summit, and then our fellow startups, they've been to Berlin as well through Waves.
As the final applause echoed, one message stood clear. This was not the end of a film festival, it was the beginning of a movement in world cinema.
मैं सबको मुबारकबाद देना चाहता हूँ जिन लोगों ने ये फेस्टिवल बनाया है और उस कमेटी को, राकेश को मुबारकबाद देना चाहता हूँ कि ये पहला एडिशन आप लोगों ने किया इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल ऑफ दिल्ली का, एंड आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू मोर editions of this now.
This is the beginning. Yeah. So in the closing ceremony yesterday, my closing remark was, this is just the beginning.
Well, as Imtiaz Ali said, the film truly belongs to you, the viewer. We hope you liked our presentation. Thank you for watching. Namaskar.